Okay, I think we're good to go. Sorry, I rushed in at the last minute. I was trying to get something set up. And, everything we assume everything now is automatic, right? Like you sign up for something or, an app or whatever, and you instantly can use it. And I'm trying to sign up for the Metro app, I guess, whatever it's called, to use the trolley, the public transportation, and I couldn't believe it. It's like you sign up because I want to use it today, and then you have to call somebody, and then they tell you that you don't get it until they'll send you an email within 5 days, and then you can sign up. I'm like, well, that doesn't help. So I was doing that literally until 5 minutes before, so I apologize for that. But let's get started. Of course, anything that you need, straps, etc. Once you're on your back, stretch out the body, get as comfortable as you can, just like you do at the end of class. But for now, we're just getting comfortable and focusing on the breathing. We want to dial that in quickly as we can. So slowing down the breathing, and we're also trying to inhale, exhale just through our nose. And doing this quite often. I know that you can start focusing on that pretty quickly. Are you going to start to feel the chest rising up, the ribs, lungs kind of expanding front to back, like you want to feel that through the whole upper body. And then eventually the belly is involved in the breathing, but without forcing anything to happen. So just take each breath a little deeper. And don't exhale quickly, exhale slowly, so that the inhale, exhale are about the same length. So we're feeling the breath come in, everything expands. As we exhale, we also want to feel the tension leaving the body, the tension and busy thoughts leaving the mind. And they will come creeping back in, but every exhalation is a chance to let that go again, and try to really stay focused on the breathing and how much it can help us with our movement. All right, 2 more breaths here. Staying focused on the breathing. Go ahead and bend one leg, then the other. Lift your hips up, get the back longer. Try to feel that each heel is lined up with each hip. Arms are alongside us. Spread those shoulders apart. You want to really feel the front of the chest broadening. Focus, slow breathing in. And exhale. And inhale, bring the arms up and over. And exhale, bring the arms back down to the mat. Those out of the way. And again, as soon as you take that next breath in, arms are moving, reaching overhead. Exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to still go overhead as we inhale. On the exhale, half circle those arms back down. So whether you bend the elbow or keep the arms straight, they come back down. And then when you get here, you do want to turn the palms back down as you begin. So we reach up, palms are open, inhale, exhale, half wave, snow angel, those arms back. You can turn the palms back over whenever you like. We're going to do 2 more. Again, if you want to bend the elbows more, if that makes it work better, we're just trying to get some shoulder movement here. All right, keep the arms on the mat and take a breath here. Now this time on the inhale, take those arms away and slowly, as they come over the head, palms face up. And then the exhale, we bring them back to the mat. We're just doing the opposite of what we just did. And exhale, bring them down. And open, bring them up, inhale. And exhale down. And we're going to do one more. And exhale down. And then again, a breath while you're just resting here. All right, take those arms at shoulder height. Now this is entirely what's comfortable for you, so they can either be palms facing up or down. But try to have the arms not up above the shoulders, but right in line with your shoulders. We're going to start with just the head, so take a breath in. On the exhale, turn your head to the right, just getting the right ear toward the mat. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, go left. And inhale up. Exhale, turn right. And inhale up. And exhale, turn left. And inhale up. So now moving on to the lower body. Inhale at the top. Exhale, drop the knees right. For now, keep your eyes up. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, drop them left. So feet are not together, knees are not together. We know how this hits us a little differently when we keep those feet separate. Exhale, drop right. Feel that up in the hip? I do. Inhale up. Exhale, go left. And let's do one more like that, right? And left. And now this time we're going to go a little bit longer. So inhale, knees up. Exhale, drop them to the right and look toward the left. And exhale, try to let the knees drop a little more. So we're just getting more comfortable here. And inhale, bring everything back up to the middle. Exhale, knees go left, and we look right. Same thing, we're going to stay here another breath or two. And inhale back up. All right. Let's bring the arms back alongside the body. Take a breath or two here. And then we'll start working on the lower body. So we'll take the arms up on the next inhale. Exhale, pull the right knee in. When you're ready to inhale again, reach overhead. Put that foot down and reach. Exhale, left knee in. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, stay there. So we're going to pull the knee in. Keep that knee pulled in. And just, trying to see if things are stretching more, right? So definitely it's here we might feel some tightening, but we're trying to feel that in the back of the leg. And then we're just going to extend up. You don't have to straighten the leg, but have the foot above the knee and point and flex a few times. Let's start to warm up that foot. And then circle the ankle. Once you feel it warming up, loosening up, go the other way, same thing. All right, and then go back and flex and spread the toes apart. Hold it. Slowly point the ball of the foot, keeping those toes spread apart, and then let the toes come into that final point. Do that one more time. So flex hard, spread the toes apart. Press the ball of the foot up, keeping the toes apart, and then point. All right, let the knee bend and just move the knee around. Let's warm up the hip a little bit. A few times one way. If it helps you to use your hands, do that and go the other way. All right. All right, we're going to bring that foot back to the mat. Check everything. Make sure you're comfortable in that bent knees pose. Take a breath in, arms over the head. Exhale. You're going to pull that left knee in. We're going to keep the knee in for a little bit. Exhale. You can add even a little bit more pull into the leg, just trying to get the back of the leg to stretch more. All right, take the foot up, flex and point. circle the ankle. See, so we want to circle a few times one way and then the other. All right, and then let the knee bend. We're going to start to move that knee around, just getting into the hip a little bit. And make sure you go the other way. Try to go for about the same amount. All right. And then we're going to extend the leg back up and we're going to flex harder and spread the toes apart like we did. Point the ball or push the ball of the foot up, still trying to keep those toes separated, and then they come together in that point. Do that one more time, heart flex. Spread the toes. Press the ball of the foot up, and then point. All right, let's go ahead and bring those knees in and just pull the knees in, gently move side to side, kind of feeling your whole back pressing into the mat. All right, bring the feet down to the mat. Bring the arms alongside you. Take a breath in and out. Take the arms over the head. Inhale. And exhale, bring the arms back down. We're going to do that one more time, but just trying to really work that stretch into the shoulders here. And exhale, back down. Now, we're going to come up to bridge pose. So now as you're inhaling, we're lifting the hips and each part of the back as we come into that bridge, pressing up. Hands are pressing into the mat. Stay here at the top and exhale. Inhale while you're here. You can push the hips a little higher if you want. Exhale, lower down. Remember, we're going through each part of our spine as much as we can separate them. And then as you come back down, you're in your regular bent knees pose, you're going to feel that little curve in the back. Now, we're going to do that a couple more times. Just do warming up the spine here. The idea is that when we get up there, keep everything active by pressing your hands and feet firmly into the mat, really activate all those muscles, but also keep an eye on the knees and just make sure that they don't move in or out away from each other. Everything stays perfectly lined up here. So here we go. Second one. Start to inhale and make your way back up, pushing up, up, up. So your chest is coming closer to the chin, hips are pressing up, stay here, exhale. Again, on the inhale, if you want to do a little bit of a higher push here with those hips, feel those hip flexors stretch a little bit, and exhale, lower back down. And once we're here, again, a breath. Third time, we're going to stay a little bit longer. Inhale, make your way back up. Keep pressing those hips up, higher and higher. Interlace your hands if you can and stretch those arms long. If that doesn't work, just again, press the hands even more firmly here. Take a breath in and out. Still keep it nice and slow. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, roll it back down. We're going to do one more little knees to chest. Just let that back relax before we come up. All right, so I want you to rock yourself up or roll yourself to your side and come up and come immediately onto your hands and knees. Spread the fingers out. Hands are going to be under the shoulders and knees and hips lined up. All right, and then take a moment to just establish that that weight is even between the 4 points. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Focus on breathing, still feeling that into the belly. On the exhale, you can contract a little bit, but keep the back straight for the first couple. Inhale again. And exhale, pull it in. Now inhale, come into cow pose. Start to lift the chest and tailbone. Exhale, arch into cat pose. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. 2 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Just let the hips drop back. Keep the arm, or take the arms a little more forward if you can. Now take both hands to the same edge of the mat, so this opposite arm is going to be reaching a little further, trying to feel this along the arm as it goes into the shoulder and upper back. Think about pressing that shoulder toward the mat. And then go to the middle, take a breath here. And then we go to the other side, so again, that opposite arm reaching as far as possible, pulling the hips back. And then go to the middle again. All right, pull the hands in just a little bit and come up to your first downward dog. Pull those hips up and back. Stretch through the sides of the body. Think more about the upper body and torso than the legs right now. If you want to push the heels down, you can, but I really want you to be feeling the sides of the body, feeling like they're being pulled, stretched, your tailbone's lifting up. We're pressing out of the mat. We don't want to feel our weight going into the hands, but pressing actively away. When that feels pretty good, I want you to kind of move the hips side to side a little bit, and then bring it back to the center and let each heel work by pressing down. That other heel comes up. So we're just pushing as much weight into the heel as we can as we alternate. Couple more. All right. All right, one more full breath here. And then we're going to inhale as we make our way into our plank, and we're just going to hold that plank as we exhale. Inhale again, exhale lower. You're going to come all the way down. Elbows stay close. Inhale, cobra. First time, I just want you to lift your forehead up and then place it back down. Make sure you're tightening through the belly so we're not relying on the lower back. We want to feel like we're lifting this upper back, right? So inhale, forehead up, lift the heart. So your gaze is going to go toward the front of your mat, but not directly in front of you. Notice that my neck is still long. Exhale, lower. Inhale again, pull the belly in. Forehead, chest, shoulders back. Maybe take those hands up for a minute and see if you can hold that. And exhale, lower. And we're going to go one more time. Here we go. Inhale as you come up. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, lower. Push back to child's pose. All right, so we're gonna go through that 3 more times, and the whole point is to get the body warmed up, get all those muscles moving before we come to the front of our mat on forward bend. So I want you to do that at your own pace. I'll cue one with you, and then you're on your own for the other 2. So you can stay in child's pose longer, you can stay longer in downward dog, you can modify the plank, you can do whatever you need to do. But we'll do the first one together, and then you've got 2 more. So whenever you're ready, you're going to start in your downward dog. Fully lengthen every time you're here. Inhale to come to your plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. So from here on, you can decide how long you want to stay there. And when you're ready to start that next set on your own, I'm going to do my own. And if we all end up close together, great. If not, join me at any time. All right. I'm about halfway through my 3rd one. When I come to child's pose, I'm going to come right back to my downward dog. And then I'm going to come to the top of my mat. So join me in a forward bend at the top of your mat when you're ready to move, when you've completed all three. Again, have a block or two handy if you need that extra length for your arms. You're going to position your feet in what seems to be your mountain pose, and you can always adjust that when you come up. But for now, keep these with the hands on the mat, on the block, or you can even grab the elbows or ankles. I really like to let gravity just pull everything down. I like to grab my elbows. And then again, as you exhale, make sure that all the tension goes. Also, your head is hanging. Now roll it up when you're ready. Bend the knee, pull the belly in. Once you're upright, find that perfect mountain pose. So you can always have big toes touching. You can separate a little bit, but we want to make sure that our knees are facing forward, our shoulders are back, chest is broad. You have the arms alongside you, but not full of tension, but not completely relaxed, right? We have that medium point, that soft energy. Take a breath in and out here. One more. Next, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we're going to roll down the first time, and you know this is always an option. Just continue with if you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward bend. We're going to roll it back up. So remember, the head stays down until everything else is aligned, and then you look forward. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands together again. Bring them to your heart. And mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, arms up. Now you can dive over if you're ready, or you can continue to roll down, roll up as long as you like. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. And roll it back up. Or again, reverse dive with that long back. Hands to the heart. And mountain pose. So we're going to go through that one more time, and then we're just going to step into, take a quick look here, some warrior work. All right. Well, okay, let's just start in mountain pose. Take a breath in and out. So arms up, take that breath in, dive into your forward bend. Again, getting a little deeper every time. Now lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward bend, rolling or coming up, arms out and up. Come back to mountain pose, take a breath in and out. Step your left foot back and find your warrior one legs. So just step back, but make sure the body is still facing the front of your mat. Bring the arms up, shoulders down. We know all those little things to look at each time, but you should feel at this point when something's off. But the important things are just not letting that knee roll in, keeping the whole foot, both feet firmly on the mat. Arms are front, shoulders are down. Take that gaze up. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now inhale, prepare. Exhale, you're going to open it up to warrior two. As you do that, you might take the legs, well, they're going to be further apart, but that back foot should line up with the front. But we still need to keep an eye on that front knee and not let it roll. Take those arms and reach and look over the left hand. Shoulders down, arms are long. Now come into side angle pose. Lean in, take that left arm and reach it up. Option to extend it. If you go into that extended variation, you're going to feel it from the left fingertips all the way through the edge of that left foot. Keep the body long. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Right away, reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. Straighten that right knee. I'm going to scoot my feet a little closer together because I feel my triangle pose is better that way. So we've still got the same alignment. We're still facing the side. Triangle pose. Reach forward. When you can't go any further, right arm goes down inside that leg. Left arm comes up. Try to rotate that body as much as you can. Keep the hips under you. Don't let them move behind you. Now inhale, come back up. Keep your legs as they are and just bring that right arm up. We're going to wrap this behind the lower back. Come all the way back down to warrior two. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, turn to warrior one. So you got to scoot that foot over a bit. Now lift that left heel up. Come into a balancing lunge. So maybe take the arms down as you get the lower body where you want it. Take the arms up, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale. Take a breath in and out. Take a breath in, exhale, rotate to the right. So you're turning that upper body, rotating. Inhale back to the front. Hands on the hips. You're going to take a big push with that back foot. If you come back to the top of the mat, I want you to find your mountain pose again. All right. I'm going to go to the other side of my mat. We're just going to step it right. We're going to get into it right away. Maybe Lynn is still able to do it. I'm not sure. Try to balance it out. Step back to warrior one. Right foot going back. Left foot is in front. Square everything to the front. Check everything. Make sure it feels good. Take a couple breaths here. Next, inhale, prepare. Exhale, open it to warrior two. Open it up. Look at that front foot, back foot alignment, body position, arms. With a nice bend in that left leg. Looking over the front hand. Now, come into side angle pose first. Lean in, take that right arm straight up. And then again, you've got the option to angle it. Make sure it doesn't go too low. It should feel like it's in the same angle line as the back leg. Inhale back up to warrior two. And reverse warrior. All right, come back to warrior two and then straighten the front leg. And again, position your legs for your triangle pose. What you know is going to work the best for you. We're going to reach forward with that left arm. It can't go any further. It goes down. Right arm comes up. Open that body as much as you can. Inhale, come back up. Keep your legs straight. Take that front arm up, palm back. Bring this arm and wrap it half bind behind the lower back. And just follow the fingertips up if you can. And finishing up, back, warrior two. And then inhale, find your warrior one again. Now, inhale, lift that heel. Exhale into your high lunge. So get that body where you want it. Bring the arms up. One more. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, rotate left. Right arm reaching forward. Left arm coming behind us. Inhale back to your high lunge. If you want to, you can bring your hands to their hips and push off with that back foot and find your mountain pose. All right, so while we're up, let's do a balance. Let's stay by the wall. Let's do dancer pose today. So you can grab a strap, loop it. Maybe you can just grab the foot. You can be facing the wall if you want. I'm going to just do it from the side, but don't be so close that you don't have any movement. So grab that foot, pull the knee down, take the arm up, again, rest it on the wall if that helps. We want to have this feeling of the opposite arm reaching up, not down here, all right? So really lengthen from that top fingertip down through your support leg. You can stay here. You can start to extend the leg. The arm's going to help balance you in the front. You can change that grip, taking the leg further back. So, give that a try. If you want to stay right here the whole time, that's fine too. I'm going to let you balance a little bit longer there. And then as you come down, come to mountain pose in between. You're going to turn the other way. Same thing. So, you know, we want to kind of start in mountain pose, but then you have to shift the weight slightly to make that contact. And then stand tall through your supporting leg again. Take the arm, rest on the wall if you like. Find your balance. All right, starting to go a little further. Again, letting the leg go behind us. Taking the arm forward. Again, coming out of that somewhat gracefully. All right, so we're gonna go back to the top of our mat. Oh, Lynn's gone, okay. We're gonna go back to the top of our mat. Okay. I'm assuming Mark and Debbie, you guys are still there? I don't know, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know why it's not showing, but okay, here we go. Back to the top of the mat. Take a breath in and out. Take your arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Hands on the mat. I want you to step back into your plank again. Inhale as you get there. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Now, I'm going to recommend, as you get into that child's pose, that you do have your blocks on either side of the mat, about halfway through. We're going to do some lunges, some kneeling lunges, and it will probably be helpful if you have those blocks nearby, especially when we stretch sideways. So let's come to downward dog first, and everything stretch back out. 3 breaths here. All right, come to all fours. However you want to get into that lunge, step 1 foot forward. I'm going to bring my right foot through. Again, you're probably only going to need a block outside the front foot leg, but then we might use this one eventually, so keep it close by. But as you come up, first of all, get everything in place. All right, so front knee, back leg. We want to have this back hip moving a little more in front of the back knee, right? Because we want to feel that hip flexor stretch. Arms up, shoulders down. Take your gaze up, but keep everything long. The neck is long, the back is long. Now, you're going to take your fingertips to the top of that block that's outside the right leg. This arm is already up. I want you to reach up a little higher as you inhale, and then exhale, stretch over to the right side. And you can use that right block for support. You might be able to go a little further by using the block than you would if you did not have anything for that hand support. Now, as you come up, we're going to come into that half split. So you might use both blocks, or if you can get your hand to the mat, that's fine. But extend that leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, move into that forward bend. So we've got our support on that back leg. This leg is in the front, and you're just going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, move down. All right, as you come out of that, line the knees up parallel to each other.
Come up onto the knees, and we're gonna do just a little modified camel here. So just push the hips forward and pull the elbows toward each other so the shoulders go back and down. And take your gaze up. And just push forward, feel a nice release here. All right, I'm gonna stay here. I'm not gonna go to the other side of my mat. So other foot forward for a kneeling lunge first. Arms up. Same thing, so arms reach up, shoulders reach down. Bring your left hand down to that block. Reach the right hand up and stretch it over toward the left. All right, and as you come out of that, same thing. You're going to put more weight into that back knee, lift the toes of that front foot, hands wherever you need. Now inhale, lengthen the back, exhale, move it forward. So try to not keep the back over that upper leg, but lift your heart and try to lower the body more over the whole left leg. All right, we'll bring that leg back. We're going to do that modified camel one more time. Remember, you can have your toes tucked under or the feet on the mat, but press the hips forward, pull the elbows toward each other. Take your gaze up. All right, let's go ahead and sit down on the mat and stretch your legs out in front of you. Hang on, guys, there we go. Okay, good. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Again, you might want to use your strap here. We're going to work on some forward bends. And I am going to show the strap because I want to just give you some suggestions if you happen to use it. You can't get your hand too close to the feet. All right, so inhale, roll those shoulders back, lift your chest in front. Now, I'm just going to start to walk my hands further down because I want to feel that length in my upper body as I then move forward and down. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, down. Try to not hold the strap way out here. I doubt you would do that, but if by chance you find yourself in a position that seems kind of weird and not helping, we want to have the hands going forward because that's where we really would want them to be, is at the feet or the ankles. So that's why we want to keep taking our hands further down on that strap and not pulling it way back here. All right? So 2 more breaths in that forward bend. And then we're going to slowly come out of it. Hands come back, sit up nice and straight. Now I'm going to face you for the next one. We're going to go to a straddle. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Put my feet on my mat here. All right, so you can do the same thing with your strap, but what I really want you to focus on first is feeling the whole body rotating. So we know how to go forward, but when we go to the side, sometimes we kind of shortchange ourselves. I want you to sit up tall, take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to rotate so your chest, your sternum is lined up with that foot. Now, same thing, we're gonna keep the body up nice and long as we walk forward, but I can again use my strap here, just under that one foot, pulling myself forward and down. And again, just walk the hands further out on the strap if you can't quite get to that foot. But as much as you can, keep that torso rotated toward that leg, all right? Stay here a few breaths, give it some time. Walk yourself back up, sit up tall, turn to the front, roll those shoulders back. Now take a breath in, exhale, rotate to the other leg, and same thing, use your strap or walk yourself out, hands going toward the feet. back in, turn back to the front. Now we're going into that forward bend. So you can have a strap. It's kind of hard to have a strap that far, I think. Oh, it's just not. So inhale first, lengthen the back. Exhale, walk out inch by inch. When you get to a point where you can feel that back getting rounded and tight, I want you to inhale, lift your heart again. Exhale, go further. Now you can keep the hands in the middle or they can go around to the feet or the ankle, but I really want you to focus on that long back. Think from between the shoulder blade to the neck. That's what tends to get shortened and kind of hunched over. So move forward, lead with your heart. All right, slowly walk yourself back in. Those legs have been open for a while, so bring them together carefully, gently, shake them out a little bit. Now we're gonna do one more thing, twisting right and left, and then I'm gonna stay facing front, so I don't have to keep flipping around, but make sure you've got some room. Start with one leg in, I don't care which one you do, pull the leg in. Now, if you kind of rounded back, if you brought that knee in, you need to be able to completely straighten your spine. This foot has energy in it. This knee is held close in, all right? Now take a breath in. Whichever knee's up, I want you to bring this hand behind you and then exhale and rotate toward that back hand. All right, so spine straight, energy in the extended leg, this leg pulling close to the middle of the body, and rotating maybe the head, maybe the shoulders, maybe the chest. All right, back to the front, stretch that leg out. I'm gonna go here, there we go. Other leg in, same thing, once you get the knee in, make sure you can straighten the spine. If you can't, you need to take that foot a little further out. So inhale first, exhale, start working into the twist. This hand is behind us to help pull us around. Make sure you keep some energy in that extended leg foot. And back to the front. Extend that leg out, take out both legs. One more forward bend here. Inhale, reach forward, exhale. All right, come out of that slowly. We're gonna roll back down onto our backs. Once you get all the way down, I want you to bring the knees in. You're gonna feel that back expanding. Use the weight of the knees to feel that whole spine stretching out. All right, now take both feet up and flex and point them. I like to work mine opposite. You can do whatever you like. Circle the ankles. Again, together, opposite, doesn't matter. We want to go 8 to 10 each way. All right, so bring the feet back, start over in your bent knees position. Take a breath in and out here. Next, inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, you're going to pull that right knee in. When that feels pretty good, you're getting a nice stretch in the back of the leg. You're going to let that left leg stretch all the way out. You want to completely feel the front of the leg stretch. Now, open that right arm as you inhale and exhale, twist, pull that knee across. See how far you can go, but you do want to keep this right shoulder, right arm on the floor. All right, come on to the back. Right foot across that left knee. Now we're going to start thread the needle, but I don't want you to bring that foot up yet. I want you to press your right knee away from you. Excuse me. All right, so pressing that right knee out. Notice where you're feeling that stretch. Now you can take that left foot up if you like, but you don't have to. You can keep it down and keep working the stretch here. Whatever you like. All right. And then we'll uncross, again, knees to chest. Bringing the feet down, arms alongside you. Take a breath in and out. And then that next inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, left knee in. And give it a moment. It should start to feel pretty good along the back of the leg. And then the right leg stretches out. All right, inhale, open the left arm. Exhale, pull the left knee across to the right. All right, and then coming out of that, same thing. Start out by pressing the left knee gently out. Start to feel the back side stretch out a little bit. And then if you want to, you can stay right there or bring the right foot up, getting a little deeper into that stretch. All right, and then we'll uncross. We're going to do one more series of twists. It'll be with the legs together. So you can decide if you want to have the feet on the mat and feet and knees together. That's a little bit less intense on the lower back. You can also, even if you're going right, you can offset your feet left. That again takes a little bit of the intensity out of it. And then if you want to do what we did earlier with the feet apart, then that's fine too. But I'm going to start today with the feet off the mat and open those arms. Make sure you've got plenty of room on either side. Take a breath in. On the exhale, rotate knees right, look left. And really work that left shoulder down. All right, bring the knees up, inhale. Exhale, drop the knees left and look right. All right, and then come back up. Bring those knees in, massage the back, and then take the feet a little further apart and come into happy baby. Whatever variation you like here and whatever kind of movement helps you. You know, we mostly just want to kind of work the legs apart and let them stretch. So knees apart, again, moving, not moving, grabbing the feet, grabbing the ankle, whatever you want to do. back together slowly. Bring the feet down. We're gonna come into butterfly stretch real quick. So feet together, knees open, arms away from the body, and already we're preparing for that final relaxation, right? So even though we're not quite there, focus on anything that's still feeling tight. And we're gonna probably feel it's most definitely in the inner thighs, right? So on the inhale, kind of notice whatever areas feel tight. On the exhale, try to let it go. So just feel like maybe the knees drop a tiny bit. Don't push the knees themselves down, because that tightens everything in the backside, right? So we want to keep everything relaxed. Inhale, exhale, knees drop open. One more breath here. And then we're going to bring the knees together, stretch your legs out long. Bring those arms over the head, and as you get there, you're going to inhale and stretch from fingertips down to the toes. As you exhale, let everything just relax and feel as if it got a little heavier into the mat. And again, stretch, inhale, lengthen everything. Exhale, relax. And one more time, inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. This time we want to bring the arms somewhere lower than the shoulders. Separate the feet more. Let the arms just completely relax and open up. Eyes are closed. I want you to focus on just breathing now. Keeping the body calm and relaxed for a couple minutes. Still breathing in deeply, all the way to the belly every time. Exhaling fully, letting all the tension leave the body. You should feel almost as if you're getting a little heavier into the mat each time. All right. If you're ready to start making your way back up, you want to start with little movements and fingers and toes, and gradually just coming back to your normal breathing. Maybe take a deeper one first. And then make your way back up. I'm going to show you guys now. For some reason I can't see you. I'll bring my hand to my heart. Namaste. I'm going to walk over to you because I want to show you guys. I'm going to turn off my video, but I don't know why. I think because, hang on.